Okay. So, Mike. Hello, Mike. Yes, Mike. Good music. Soft and luscious. What day is it? Thursday. Friday Eve. Alright, so we're going to get into a little bit of Gaxmoor on Friday Eve. Okay, so... Aqueducts. Aqueduct Thursday. That's what we're doing today. And we spoke about this yesterday, and, someone pointed out that in the old Gaxmoor, the aqueducts were below ground. But I spoke to Luke, and he said that he wanted it to be a little Roman, and a mixture of above ground and below ground, and so and actually there's a description of this area here, which I think I'm going to start the stream with, alright? So I think that's A36. So let's take a look at A36, okay? And you'll see what I'm saying. A36. The swamp. As you follow the aqueduct downstream to the west. Let's just put a pin in that. On the old map, which you can see underneath my drawing, what aqueduct to the west? You're not following any aqueduct to the west. So that is kind of the general gist for what I'm talking about here. It's like they envisaged a certain Roman feel. There's no north, south, east, and west on this map. I think I are clarified. But it's like there should be some above ground aqueducts, right? And they're just not on there. Now there's some interior to the city, but they're almost like they've been drawn as pipes. So there's actually no aqueducts above ground on the old map. We're going to change that today, and I think we're going to add 2, maybe 3. Definitely 2, and 1 definitely, well, in the west there. Hello, Angel, my darling. I saw you waiting in the wings. A38. So, area 37. A37, right there on the old map. West Aqueduct. You hear the sounds of fast-flowing water bubbling up from underground pipes in the western outlets for the city aqueducts. The deep, stone-lined waterway leads due west. So we're definitely going to do a bit of above ground and below ground, and I think what we'll do is we'll have water coming into the city, maybe pouring into some of these cisterns, and then the cisterns distribute the water through underground systems. You know what I'm saying. I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to turn off the old map just for a moment. Alright. And the best places to bring these in on. Kind of like the southeast would be kind of cool, but I don't want to do the southeast. West, definitely. Let's put this down. We don't need this anymore. Wow, hi everyone. Papa Fox, preemptive save. I've actually been saving as I go. Edge Marion. Very pleased to have you here, sir. So, oh, there's a cat. Come on. Come on. The stream is starting. Come on. Come on. There you go. Alright. West into that cistern there would be kind of cool. We could even break it on the wall where the wall's been, like, demolished. Alternative... Yeah, I'm thinking. Alternatively, we throw it directly in the middle. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Could have it come into the city and break out. I don't know what I want to do with these things once they actually hit the city proper, you know? Trying to decide. Grilled turkey and cheese, ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't talk about food though, you're gonna make me feel hungry. I will stop the stream. I will stop the stream right now and I'll go and get myself a grilled turkey and cheese sandwich. Do I want to come in? We could add. What's at the end of an aqueduct? Like, you know, you see these great pictures of aqueducts, but what happens at the end of them? Do they just go, ugh? Do they pour into, like, a cistern? Maybe I need to add some cisterns? I don't really want to do one coming in from this direction. Not really. I kind of felt like coming in from the northeast. I kind of felt that. Let's do the one to the west first. Let's do the one to the west because I'm going to draw it once and we're going to reuse it. That's my plan. So let's get the old narrate layer on here. Alright. So I can kind of explain my thought process as I'm sort of staring at the map blankly. Where is my servant? Jackie's not my servant. He's in the other room. It'll be about an hour and he'll start cooking. Alright, so the description literally has an aqueduct doing this. Maybe we could even break the top of the aqueduct a little bit, you know? And if we then brought that into the city, maybe we could even bring it into this area. And, like, do some kind of cistern there. Even though it wasn't on the original map. I think that's okay. That could work. That could work. Then the question is, where do we bring the other one in from? And we don't have to bring one in, but I don't want to come in from the south. No particular reason. It just feels like it's too close to the one in the west. Like we've got this wonderful cistern right here. I want to stay away from the amphitheatre though and the hippodrome. It's not bringing water in from the marsh. The marsh is formed from the broken aqueduct. I'm going to read this out to you again, Angel. You have to remember, this has been a place that's been ravaged and destroyed. What you see is not necessarily how it started out. A36, swamp. As you follow the aqueduct downstream to the west, it terminates in a series of rivulets and eventually disappears in assortments of bogs and pools. So you're following an aqueduct into this area around here. A37 is the West Aqueduct, and you hear fast-flowing water bubbling up from pipes on the western outlet there. And then a deep stone-lined waterway leads due west. So what I'm trying to do now is decide on another way that water, back before the city was thrown into a little pocket plain and was ravaged and destroyed and besieged. I mean, honestly, this obviously seems like a logical way to come in, but we've got the hippodrome up there. I don't want to do that. So, I mean, it kind of lends itself to, like, coming in over the trees. I would love to come in over the trees, to be honest with you. Maybe I can. I mean, it kind of has a nice sort of feel to it coming in that direction. That one's coming straight over an encounter location, though, so I don't want to do that. But what if... Oh, what if... Here's one right here. There's another one. What if we did something like this? And literally, it spans the trees. What if we did something like that? Like in from that direction. And we could also then terminate it at a cistern right there, which goes into the underwater ways. Papa Fox, exactly, right? So, Rome definitely had underwater pipes. None of us dispute that. But the aqueducts came in from the outside in, right? And I asked Luke Gygax about that, and he said that that's what he wants. Cool. He wants it to feel Roman, so they're coming in from the outside in. And the description of the swamp there certainly makes it seem like there should be an aqueduct on the old map. There just wasn't one drawn. Cool, we're fine. What I don't know is what happened at the end of an aqueduct when it terminated. Did it just pour water into a pool and then people would come to the pool and take water out? Maybe there were little rivulets going out. Maybe there were underground pipes from there. Did it just like go? I don't know what happened at the end of an aqueduct. I'm not sure I've ever read what happened at the end of an aqueduct. The bit in the middle, going through mountains, that I know, but not the end. What happens at the end of an aqueduct? With that said, I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw something. Because that's why we're here, right? To draw things. And we are going to do a new layer, and we are going to do it above the trees and above towers, above towers, above towers. Alright. We're going to do aqueducts here. Mr. Valar. We're here to draw, not to learn. No, but if someone Googles what the hell is at the end of an aqueduct, that'd be awesome. Like, obviously you got water source on one end, but what about the other end? And I'm thinking that it probably just spews into a big pool. You know, a communal pool. And I think that's what I'm going to draw on this map. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so we've got aqueducts. Okay. So, let's draw an aqueduct. I kind of want to just draw it on a plain piece of paper and then sort of bring it in. I'm going to draw an aqueduct. I'm going to draw it fairly long. And then we're going to copy the sucker. And then we're going to do shadows. That's our main objective tonight. 49 is numbered. Alright. But we're actually going to bring it in. 62 is numbered. I kind of want to avoid numbers too, you know. 48 is numbered. let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I can always move numbers around. Hello, Brian. Tom Cartus. Sup? Miss J, hi. Oh, she can't see me. Alright, Angel's got a link. Hold on, let's check out this link. How does an aqueduct work? Okay, so... Oh, by the way, actually, just first picture right there. You see how... We're just going to draw that. It's not exactly exciting. It's 2 lines. Alright? I'm not going to get all fancy-dancy. But where's the end? Where's the end of it? I know about the middle bit. I mean, I think the whole world knows about the middle bit. What happens at the end? I think that's the page we're on. That is the page we're on. Yeah, okay. So, I mean... I'm going to assume there was a pool on the end. Yes, Angel. Yes, I know that. It's what's at that end. What is at that destination. Telling me that there is a destination doesn't tell me what that destination is. I'm sorry, Tom. I don't know.
We want a shrubbery. A what?
I added that for you, King Bashman, in celebration of your Kickstarter. I got you, my friend. Ah, shit. Let's make it fairly significant. You know what? Let's actually do this a little bit differently. Edit, stroke, outside, done. And then let's actually... No, let's not do that. Let's do an... Oh, bugger off you. Let's do an aqueduct colouring layer underneath our ink. Yeah, I'm feeling something like this, but I'm going to change our colours. I'm going to step backwards a little bit. Alright. So edit, stroke, let's do a dark grey. We'll do it outside and we'll do 6 pixels, we'll make it significant. No, we'll do centre. And then we'll go, I just did the wrong layer, but whatever. Okay, and then we'll do you there, and then we'll do a lighter colour. Maybe lighter still. Dumps into a distribution tank. Alright, Angel. See, and that's what I think these are meant to be. Right here. Right here. And I'm thinking about moving something like this. Usually fed into public distribution terminals, known as Castella Aqua, which supplied various branches and spurs. Bingo. Okay. Usually via large bore, lead, or ceramic pipes. Okay. Okay, right on. I think that's what we're gonna do. So that huge cistern near the Colosseum could be a distribution hub. Yeah, this one. Or we could throw it actually into the pool. Like, what if we actually bring one between the two areas right here? That could be kind of cool, right? Oh, and that could cut right through here. And so it doesn't actually go over anything. Maybe we'll throw it into the pool. And then the underground pipes and everything sort of distribute it out. That could be kind of neat. You know, that's bugging me actually. Let's take that off. Thanks, Angel, for digging that up. I appreciate that. So, really and truly, I would love to do this. I would love to do that. But our water is right here. So I kind of feel like we need to do this. But then I'm reminded that we've got these buildings right here. What are these buildings underneath here? 62. See, 48. 48 is that statue right there. So I could bring our aqueduct to here and add a distribution thing. What is 62? 62 looks like it's ruined. I could come over the top of 62. S62. Fire-ravaged house and broken statue. Alright, well, you see, that's not particularly critical. I could move 62 down here, you know what I'm saying? So what if we bring our aqueduct to, like, here? No, here. Right over the top of that ruined house. What if it dumps here? That could work, right? Oh, it's Miss J beating up on you. Brian, will you stop trying to duel the system? I'm thinking something like that, and I think we might... Hold on a sec. I got... And that doesn't help me. Aqueduct. Bob above. I want to see if it was flagged. Ooh. On the interior, you know, I want to... Here we go. Yeah, so not really. They were more like just concrete, you know? You see that? So I might add some texture to it or something. Maybe even add a little bit of flagging to the top of this so we can see individual bricks, but otherwise this... I mean, that's a thing of beauty. That is a thing of freaking beauty right there. Right. So I think with this ink layer here, I think we're going to get rid of this. Yeah. No, you know what? Hold on. What's good? Okay. I think... Oh, I'm gonna knock down part of this too. We're just going cray here. There was no number on that one, right? No. Alright, that was just fill. Ah, too much. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. And the good inhabitants of the city come up steps to get their wassa. And then this. There. We're going to dump into that. I think that works. We're going to... So tonight's going to be all about shadows, actually. I am going to do the shadows of... this. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make these things rock from a shadow perspective. We're going to make them look tall. So I'm actually going to draw one shadow for the aqueduct. I'm going to try and figure out how the hell to do this. I'm going to do it live with you guys, and you're going to go, she don't know what the shit she's doing. But we're going to do this, and then that I can just copy that across, and we can skew it and everything the way that we want it. That's kind of my objective for today. And Brian says, to be honest, as water slides go, aqueducts look very boring. I actually have a funny feeling that it would be freaking awesome. Because remember, they went straight through mountains and shit. So you're underground for part of these, and they're constantly flowing down. You get in a little tube and go, you could be going for miles. It would be better than any water slide. What, Mr. Valor, what pattern are you talking about? What rubbish pattern? Because I need a rubbish pattern. Because I have a rubbish tip in this area. Alright, so that's one. Let's go back over here. And let's duplicate this. Alright, and we said we were going to dump into this if we could, right? So what if... What if we do something like... Ah, it's not quite long enough, you little bugger. Oh, it's close enough. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I don't wanna actually go over the top of our Colosseum. And this is just me playing around, okay? I don't know if this is what we're going to do. We're getting close to our hippodrome now. Come back over here. That could work, right? Over the top of the tents, over the top of the garden there. I know I've got to make it a little bit longer. Would that work in general? I mean... You know, this here, and then the one much further up. I mean, do they work in concept? I don't want to go crazy either. I think a third one might be too much. I mean, this is not Rome. Alright, Angel. Thank you. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Faden. There. There. And what I'm going to do is, am I going to do water coming off the edge? Am I going to do water coming off the edge? I feel like I want to do a little waterfall. And this one in the northeast for sure. The one in the west, I'm really tempted to break it, you know? I'm tempted to have a break in the wall and have water flowing out of it. But I think that's what's going to define this, is actually to fill them with water. Save. Papa Fox, to be honest, the first thing I thought of when I saw the aqueduct picture was criminals hiding, escaping, and small monsters sneaking into the city. Maybe even using it for smuggling. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine how far residents, says Angel, on the other side of the city have to go to get their water. Well, yeah, but remember, Angel, to your point yesterday, there are underground pipes here. This, oops. This. 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 I think that one. This for sure. These are all systems. And so they're going to be fed by the underground system, right? In fact, this one too. Right here. So, I mean, I can imagine like a pipe system, doing whatever. And in fact, we've got little water troughs elsewhere in the city too. So, we've definitely got like this connection of pipes going on underneath. So, I mean, this is just the main area where it dumps out and then it funnels out into the rest of the city, right? So, I think we'll be okay. How the hell am I going to do this shadow? How the heck in a handbasket am I going to do this shadow? And that's why, Angel, honestly, I think we could do a third one, but I think it's going to start to obscure stuff. No matter where we put it, it's going to obscure some named buildings. So I think this might be one of those moments where a little bit of less is more. And then it's pipes. It's underground pipes. Again, it's not Rome. If you actually look at the size of Gaxmoor, it's actually kind of not that large. Sewer adventuring time. Exactly. Exactly. Dwarven plumbers? Maybe. Maybe. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Soft edge, I'm thinking. Soft edge. Do I want to do soft edge? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if it works. So, generally, just thinking out loud, this is going to look something like this, and then oh, so it actually does that again. So it's something like that. I kind of don't want to do each individual freaking arch, you know. I kind of want to do a section or something. And then they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So then they've kind of got little ones over the top. Now, why am I drawing? This is not a keeper, okay? I'm trying to think of the best way of us drawing this. I wonder if I draw it solid and then we use the eraser tool. This is just a sketch. Because then if we actually then give that a little bit of shadow, that's kind of, you know, loosely what I'm shooting for. And then we can pick that up and put it on the other side as well. I'd skew it. I'll draw it like this because it's simple. And then we'll skew it for the light source. I always like my light sources coming in from this direction. That's kind of the effect, but I might have to exaggerate the arches somewhat. But how do I do this so I'm not drawing literally 100 arches and they look like shit? Papa, Angel, you two are slaying me right now. I could just do a solid block and then start erasing things. I could do that. I could even draw it larger and then shrink it down to size. And if I did it, if I did it once and then duplicated it, I could then put the two of them together. Then if I duplicate a third one and shrink it down so the arches are a lot smaller, then I could just join that on. Now I've got 1, 2, 3 sets of arches. Let's try that. Let's try that. Angel says draw 5 arches, copy paste. I think we're gonna do like a hybrid of that, Angel. I really, honestly, you know, I should be actually doing this on a completely blank piece of paper instead of actually on top. Ah, hey! Come on. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. This is going to be a little tedious, but hey, this is what we're here for this evening. Tedium. Music is a bit creepy. Yeah, I think so, Papa. Angel, I think I should have done it your way. But we will be doing it your way in a second. There is a method to my madness. If I can get this dialed in tonight, I'll be happy. I'll be happy to have these done. And then colouring, Saturday. In full force. I don't really sort of care about this bit at the end, because that's the bit that's going to be off the paper, you know? Alright, so then what I want to do is 1, 2, alright. So back on you. I think the arches should be taller. I think they should be taller. The question is, do I care? Do I care? I think I do care. I think I do care. Of course we care. We care greatly. So we're going to get rid of you. I'm going to go back to you. There will be no troughs in this city. No, Sensei. No, there won't be any troughs above the city. We're bringing 2 troughs into the city, the rest is below ground. Now this whole thing is going to get shrunk down to like 1/5 of the size, so that's why I'm not sort of too concerned about pixel perfect precision on this thing. It doesn't matter. Each of these arches is giving me maybe 10 pixels across. this span, you know, a couple of pixels. That might be slightly exaggerated, but you get the idea. And then don't forget, we actually got to skew this whole shadow that we're making so it fits our light source direction. I just hope that I'm drawing it long enough. Well, you know what? If I'm not drawing long enough, doesn't matter. We'll do the angel trick of just pasting two of them together, right? Alright. So, arch 1. Let's get rid of you. Duplicate you. Into another set of arches. Nice. And then, you know, I think this guy right here. Let's get rid of you. Because I really want to duplicate you. And we're going to make this a lot smaller. Because there's lots of these little guys. Now, strictly speaking, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 per arch. So they're really quite a lot smaller. Maybe we'll do 3, though. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect, but let's get it close at least. 1, 2, 3. I think we can need to be smaller. One, 2, 3. So what if it's something like this? Right there. That. Alright. So this is the type of thing I'm shooting for. And it's basically creating a shadow of that. In a nutshell. Miss J, my internet is officially too slow. Probably run off the end of data for the month. Next 12 days is going to be a bit slow. Someone tell Miss J that we love her, we miss her, but we look forward to seeing her whenever her internet gets fast. Alright. Let's take you. Perfect. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. You know what? That should probably be like doing this type of thing. Not perfect, but good enough. Good enough. Okay. And then yeah, alright. I feel so good about that. I'm gonna merge all of these suckers into one. Thank you, Angel. Angel is the definition of angel. Alright, let's we go. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. You know, let's just go to the edge. Yeah. Is that enough? Is that enough? Do I want to create a little bit more? I think I'm going to do a little bit more. Come on. Ah, no, that's a disaster. Okay, there we go. Come on there, baby. Let's go. Off to the horse races. Come on. Alright. Now let's shrink this to size. In fact, I'm going to duplicate it first. Oh, nope, not that one. We're going to do you, and then we're going to do you. We're going to put a copy up here for that one. And this... Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Let's take you. Come here. Let's shrink. Let's get you to size. Let's get you scaled right. How tall do we want this to seem? Let's get a little bit of opacity on this. You can see where I'm going with this, right? You can see where I'm going with this. Is that too tall? Now, the shadow's not coming directly from up there, but is that too big? I think it might be. I think it is. Yeah, Angel, you can't win one. Normally you don't lose, girl. What's going on here? Alright. Scale. Scale. Actually, where is our little scale bar? Where are you, my friend? Here we go. Each one of so my little scale bar here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 550 feet. Aqueduct's probably not 150 feet, right? Let's use that as our guide for height. Even though shadow's on, you know, obviously they're coming in. Shadow could be a lot longer than it is tall. That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point. So it's really about spiritually what it looks like. I still feel that's a little large. And by the way, we're going to skew it. We're going to skew it like 45 degrees. But I don't want to do that until we've got a scale about right. You think the size is about right, Ange? Papa Fox. Wow, this is like the 4th time I've read this tonight. A36. I should just act like I just have it in the stream. I should be able to do exclamation A36. A36. As you follow the aqueduct downstream to the west. So that's kind of why I'm drawing an aqueduct right there. There are no aqueducts outside of the city from the original map. We're picking a location to bring 2 in, right? So we're deciding where they're going to be. And because I read, as you follow the aqueduct downstream to the west, it terminates in a series of rivulets that eventually disappear. Blah, 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 blah. So that... I like the shadow, guys. I love that shadow. But anyway, that's why I picked this side. Edge Marion! Decrease the height as it gets closer to the city. Fuck off. Fuck off. I mean, this thing, aqueducts came in like, what, they would drop an inch in 6 feet or something. No. 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 Maybe. No. No. Come on. Come on. Maybe. But I mean, you know, it would be so minor. We're talking about pixels. Maybe. 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 When we're doing the whole skewing and everything, maybe. Yeah, Angel, you're feeling me, right? Exactly, with the description. So you think that? We can always noodle them, you know, when we get to colouring and everything. We can always noodle it. Alright, well, let's try that. Let's try that. Alright, we're going to call it Shadow. We're going to duplicate this. Edit, transform. I always get this wrong. Yeah, I got it right. Okay. And then we're going to do this. And if after doing this we feel like the shadow is too big, then we'll just repeat this again, okay? So because I actually like my shadows to come in from the northwest direction, that would be actually how this thing looks, guys and girls. Actually, no, I'm not going to skew. Look, we're going to skew the one on the right, okay? So it kind of comes across like this. But I don't want to do that yet because I want you to take a look at the size, okay? Take a look at the size of those shadows. Are they too big? You tell me. Happy to reduce them. Happy to reduce them. Bodhi Gazella, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's really coming on. It's gonna rock. When we colour this thing, it's gonna rock. Yep, aqueducts, Bodhi Gazella. The fact that you can see an aqueduct with what we just did, we're pointing in the right direction. That's awesome. Hey, Angel. I know, right? That was one of the things that I was hoping, is that the shadow over the layer below would look even better. That's exactly the type of thing that I was looking for. We're still going to colour everything underneath, right? Including that lovely orchard, and you know, you can see the trees that we've got. That's why I coloured the trees before the stream, by the way. So you'd get a sense for how this thing's coming out. I'm still a little unsure about the size of the shadows. I'm still wondering about whether we reduce them a little bit or not. Angel says the size looks right. Okay. How to use mousepad? Actually, King, I have it right here. I have been using it since you gave it to me. There we go. I love it. I love it. A David Place says a little bit smaller, I think. I see, that's kind of where I was at. Just that little bit, right? That little bit. That little bit. Alright, indulge me, Angel, because we could always do this again. Indulge me here. What if we made it just a little smaller? It still falls right across the top there. Is that a better size or not? Or did I just reduce it by too much? Bodhi the Gazilla. It should be getting less as it goes. Yeah, I know. But also, what, by the tune of like an inch every 6 feet or something? I mean, come on. I'll tweak it down a little bit, but let's get the general scale right first. Let's not start noodling inches. Angel, I totally will, my friend. I totally will. You'll have to adjust the scale on the other one though. And I will. I demanded noodles, says Marie Gazilla. We will noodle the inches. So, okay, let's one thing at a time then, folks. Let's do a little bit on the scale. Just a little bit. That's a little bit right there. We'll do the same on the other shadow. Come on, baby. In fact, okay, if you want to be like that, we'll do a little bit like this. Right, so they're a little smaller. And then edit. I think it's going to be transform skew. Perspective or skew? I can never remember. There we go. Oh, baby. Baby, do it to me, baby. Come on. And then we'll pinch up that at the end on that thing. Something like this, I don't know. Someone Google how tall were aqueducts. In fact, the Pont du Gard. That's not that tall. How high is Pont du Gard? 160 feet. Holy balls. So there you go. There's your answer, 160 feet. And if I bring back our little scale, I think we actually measured 160 feet, right? Where's my scale gone? There he is. Right. That is 30... 60, 90, 120. That's 150 feet. So we actually, honestly, hit Pont du Gard scale. And that's, of course, assuming the 45-degree angle of the sun. If the sun was further down, the shadow would be longer, right? If the sun was higher up, the shadow would be shorter. So, you know, let's not get sort of too anal with it. But on a 45-degree angle, our size of shadow is, strictly speaking, right? It's within the realm of plausibility. And we got Segovia is 190 feet. So I think we, you know, I've always said at like workshops and seminars that I do, just be within the realm of plausibility. And I think that these are within the realm of plausibility. I think so, right? I think so. Alright, let's pinch the ends down a little bit. Well, I demand my inch noodles. Alright. Edit. Transform. It's not a warp. It's not a general... We don't need scale here because it will do the whole length. Is it a distort? Let's try distorting this thing. Yeah, it's a distort. Alright, so what about that? Alright, Mr. Inch Noodles. What about that, my friend? That is getting lower as we come into the city. God damn. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we rule. This is why our maps are freaking awesome. Because you push me to do the inch noodles. This is what I'm talking about. No one else is doing this shit out here. This map is gonna freaking rock. Inch noodles. There's our new motto. Inch noodles. Well, let's inch noodle this one. You can always tell when I get excited. It's warp, right? Warp? Was it warp? Was it warp? Was it warp? I don't think it was warp. It wasn't warp. Edit. Transform. What was it? Distort. It was distort. Was it distort? No, no, no. Which one? What did I just do? What did I just do before? It says free transform. Yeah, but what did I do? Because that freaking rocks. What did I do? I want to do that again. King Bashman sitting there drawing, wondering what the fuck is an inch noodle. Distort. Thank you, David. Distort. Yeah, you see, this is doing a big, huge thing. Okay. Alright. We can do this. I don't know what... Alright. Not that one. Alright, okay. Yeah, something like that. Okay. OMG. Is this gonna work? I think this could work. I'm just bringing this up a little bit. Hold on. We could always get back if we need to. I mean, it's kind of exaggerated, but they're definitely getting lower. I mean, honestly, that's a whoosh of water right there. That's probably a little bit too much. But if we're not sort of too worried about that, how does this look, guys and girls? How does this look? Let me just rotate. This has got all kind of skewy. How does that look? I'm going to hit save. We can always do a take back. Angel, and your excitement makes me happy, Elizabeth, and that's why I love coming to your streams. Thank you so much. I get pumped. When something goes right, I get pumped. We're creating wonderful things here. This map is gonna freaking rock. Angel effing loves it. And don't forget, we're going to do shadows on the buildings. We're going to do shadows on the trees. This map is going to be 3D. That's one of the wonderful things that I think I bring to the cartography world. My maps look alive. They're not just flat, lifeless, soulless things. They have breath. They have depth. And we've just added some this evening. I am excited. I'm excited. Wow. I think we've got our aqueducts pretty much done. We're going to do some water in them and shit. But I think we've got... this is water, okay? This is water. I think we might be done with them. A gentleman's thoughts. Welcome to the stream. You just missed the excitement of drawing 2 aqueducts. Did I hit save? I'm going to hit save. Angel, you put your little dollar in the swear jar, you can see there's $200 for me. You know that. If I had to pay someone for swearing, I would be po. I would be po. You know it. God damn. Looks good. Looks good. Alright. I'm going to leave them as separate layers for now, okay? In case we need to noodle them a little bit. Who told me to inch noodle? Who was that? That was Bodhi Gazilla. Bodhi Gazilla, I don't know if you're still around, but I just inch noodled the crap out of that thing. Alright. Now what are we doing? Are we cold? Oh, I'm getting goosebumps every time I look at those aqueducts and those shadows. Ooh. Am I colouring stuff? Am I colouring? I've got like 40 minutes left in the stream. Am I colouring? Gentleman thoughts. First time here, and I have to say, really impressed by what I'm seeing right now. Thank you. This is, I would say this is what we do here, my friend. But no, we're on a peak right now. No, but seriously, I mean, this is kind of the stuff that we do. This map has been coming from like a blank page, okay? And everyone in the channel is helping and guiding. I've had people even create brushes for me. Angel is always like suggesting things to add to the map. This little building right there is an Angel addition. Bodhi Gazilla was just like the shadows of the aqueduct should come down a little bit. I was like, no, but we do it anyway. And it's because of these combined contributions from everyone that it's what we create together, and we create great things. We really do. This is going to rock. We're literally just started the colouring process. We've got a long way to go. Probably, I want to say about 2 weeks of colouring. Yeah, thereabouts. 2 weeks of colouring. But we'll be finished with this one, hopefully this month. We've probably got 2 weeks of labelling too. But this is what we do, my friend. This is what we do. And I stream most nights and every other weekend. Thank you for the follow. That's very much appreciated, gentlemen's thoughts. I did my first world map, says gentleman, for D&D campaign a few days ago. Wow. Okay. I was so proud, and then I see your city map. No, look, at the end of the day, look, I did my first map back in the 80s, okay? And honestly, my best work is on cities. And I've been doing cities for decades. So, at the end of the day, if you're drawing your maps, you rule. Because it's all about maps. Almost every person in this stream draws maps or art of some description. Like everyone. That's why we're always chit-chatting and we're swapping tools and guides. Like everyone here, I swear. And sometimes like people are sharing their work in my channel. Like just post links. You know, this is what we're here for. We're just hanging out. I happen to be sharing my work, and someone will come in and say, hey, this is a map I just did. So the fact that you're doing yours, rock on. Rock on. And the giant skeleton angel, that is correct. That is you too. I actually saw that earlier in the stream and it made me smile inside. I was like, it looks good. And I'm going to make sure I get a ground colour underneath him so those bleached bones stand out. King Bashman, I could show you a map I have done in the past that sucks balls, alright? There is no such thing as a novice mapper. If you're mapping, you're mapping, you're mapping. That, I mean, I will always raise a glass to that. I love maps. I don't care, you know, what the result is. I mean, are you doing maps? Yeah, great, awesome. That's what it's about. I think we're going to colour something. I wasn't expecting to colour tonight, but I think we're going to colour something. Those aqueducts, honestly, they kill me. Every time I look at it, my arm goes, woo. Alright, you just said it, King. Step up. Show me the map that sucks. I hadn't even really decided what the ground was going to be. I think I've kind of made it a little bit Mediterranean. There's a lot of rock here, right? There's a lot of rock with shrubbery, like clinging to it. Where do I start with? I wasn't expecting to colour tonight. So where do I start?
A shrubbery! A what?
You're happy with that one, aren't you? There is a 20-minute cooldown on it in the channel because otherwise you would spam it. Slowly but surely, this stream grows a little bit at a time. I'm not sure it grows in quality, but we've certainly got breadth of stuff. I think I'm going to colour something. Just for giggles, I think we're going to colour something. I'm just trying to decide what I want to colour. Do I colour the trash pile? Do I colour the water runoff here? Do I colour some of the outbuildings? Kind of tempted to do that. Do I do the shadows on the trees? Oh, Angel's doing a heist. Whoa. Let's see if I can get some of my money back from yesterday. Alright, I'm in on the heist. I think we did two heists last night, right? And we were wiped out to a man both times. Man, where do we start with this? Alright. Let's do a little bit of colouring. The gentleman's thoughts. Actually, my good friend, you are the first to ask. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I will answer that now. Let's decide what our colouring is going to be. Colour. Buildings. Let's just drop a little bit of colour on this and then I'm going to answer the question. Yeah, that's... is that the colour? I think that's our colour. Right, so with this, in theory, pow. And then if we come a little bit lighter into the terracotta range, and we get a little bit of a Happy HB, my favourite brush of all time. And we give this a little bit of a coaxing, like so. Yeah. Little bit there. Little bit there. Little bit. Alright. Maybe a little dark there. Maybe. Maybe a little dark. Maybe a little dark. So, my background in art. Seriously, well, probably. You know, if I say nothing, that would probably be a lie, because I did art at school and I did art at college, but professionally, like, there's this big, huge gap. Okay, I won an art competition when I was 12. And that was probably the thing that started me as what I did, okay? So there was this competition in Chester to draw something that was Chester. Now, Chester is 2,000 years old. Chester literally was founded by the Romans. But Chester also has this incredible Middle Age sort of period, English Civil War period, and like Victorian period. And a lot of the branding of Chester, where I was born, is very rich with more of a Victorian type of feel. So when you ask a whole bunch of school kids to draw Chester, they all started drawing the Chester clock. I didn't. I drew Chester Amphitheatre back in Roman days, before it was half buried by the city, with hundreds, if not thousands of people spectating gladiators fighting. That's what I do. I'm violent. And so that was the start of me. And then obviously I took college art, blah, 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 you know, and I got a degree, yada, yada, in graphic communications. But then I didn't ever do anything with that. And my maps actually honestly came about by accident. Because I've been drawing maps my entire life for myself. And it was on Facebook about 10 years ago where someone shared one of their maps. And I was like, that looks pretty cool. I've got something that looks like that. And I shared one of my maps, one of my city maps, with the group. And everyone lost their shit. Like, and I wasn't expecting. Like, everyone was like, what the fuck? That is incredible. And I was like, really? Really? You like it? Well, what about this one? What? What? I don't know. What about this one? Or this one? Or this one? Because I had dozens of the freaking things, right? And people were just like, I was genuinely surprised by the reaction I got. Like, I was genuinely surprised. And then people were asking me, will you draw me one? And I was literally right there, and I was like, what? Sure? Yeah, sure. And then Cobalt Press asked me to draw one for them. And Monty Cork asked me to draw one for them. And shit got serious, you know? And so that's my background. Like, I honestly want to say I'm an accident, you know? Did we lose the heist? King Bashman won. I lost. And Mr. Valor won. Wow, Mr. Valor, you won big. 800 gold. Good, congratulations. This is Angel. So this is what we do, gentlemen, by the way. We share here. Angel has a very clean style. This is Angel's work right here. I'm going to click on one of these. This is nice, Angel, by the way. That's kind of cool. I like it. I like it. Thank you for sharing that, Angel. I like them. I love those good, strong contrast of colours too. Mr. Fowler now got it. Wait, Mr. Fowler won 800 gold? And Mr. Fowler has 886? Mr. Fowler, you made bank! Holy cow. I'm thinking this colour is a little dark. So I'm going to actually do something about it right now. I'm not going to get this fiddly with all of the buildings. I'm kind of just getting us warmed up, you know? Setting a baseline, so to speak. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll just colour this little plot to give this a little bit of life, this area. Gentleman thoughts. Wow, I love your story. It's crazy that you've been doing it for so long before sharing it with the world. Perhaps one of my greatest weaknesses is I'm too modest. And it can come across as false modesty if I'm not careful. But it is genuine. And I definitely have a good healthy dose of imposter syndrome. So I'm at a stage now in my professional career where I can go, yeah, this is a good map. And not feel like a big head. I'm like, no, this is a good map. Because I'll equally go, no, this map sucks, I don't like it. I didn't do a good job of that. And there's one I did last year or so where I genuinely feel that way. But generally speaking, I'm humble. You know, I'm humble. And it took a big step for me to actually shove a map across a table and say, this is like, you know, this is my thing. And honestly, the result of people's reactions, like, just slayed me. Honestly, just slayed me. But I'm glad they did react that way, because it caused me to actually share more, and here we are. You know, I said I was going to do that building to the south, and look, I mean, if you're in the channel often enough, you know I do this. I get so distracted. It's like, I didn't even mention a pool, but my eye saw it, and I'm like, I'm going to do a pool. I can't do it. So, gentlemen, what is your story, my friend, if you don't mind me asking? What do you do? Are you autistic? In any sense? Too much effort for one pool, but hey, this is what we do. Oh no, you know I should actually do that in the building layer. Nice. Color ground, and we're gonna do a few of these, so let's make this number 1. Let's do green first. Alright, we're just having fun right now. We're literally just having fun. And not every building is going to get this. Kind of will. Kind of will. Which is why it's going to take us 20 hours to colour this map. Let's do a little bit of muck. Let's do a little bit of muck. If you've not watched me colour before, you're going to notice that basically my style is one of layering about 5 to 7 different colours, shades and textures, and around the 3rd or 4th it all starts to form cohesively together. But the first few are kind of a little bit like, what the fuck is she doing? It's kind of normal, but it does gel. It does gel, I promise you. Angel, how is the kitty tonight? You know, I gotta get that kitty cam. I gotta do it. The kitty is doing that like little kitties do. So fast asleep, so adorbs. This particular cat here is the most loving animal I personally have ever encountered. And I've owned a lot of cats, okay? Is this? Yeah, that's right. Like literally she'll curl up with me at night, you know? And Jack came in the other night and I was asleep and she was asleep and my hand is up on her belly and her paws are over me, you know, and we're snuggled. and I'm holding it, and she's just like, "Ah," and she loves it. That's my baby right there. She and I have a bond. We have a bond. Gotta get that cat cam going now, don't I? I'm kind of cheating you peeps out of it. Alright, so that's the type of effect that we're going for here. This type of building. Right there. Alright, Mr. Valley, you gotta show it. You gotta link us up. You can't come in here and say, holy shit, the map I just did gives everyone a Woody in the planet without actually sharing it. You can't do that. Share, come on. You're not saving it. Come on, you gotta share it. Come on. Gentleman's thoughts. Then when I get back to school, university, one day I was working at a student job. One of the clients told me he was starting his company, video photo production. I was already doing photo video only for fun, and he asked me if I could see what I was doing. I showed him and he offered me a job. And imposter syndrome kicks in. You see how, yeah. No, I get that, my friend. I can see that. I fight it. I feel you on that one. And now I'm living what I'd love to do as a hobby. That's fantastic. That's fantastic, gentlemen. And the fact that English is a second language for you, I am floored. You type it excellently. So, video editor, assistant producer. And I recently got into D&D, loving it. My job is big part creativity involved. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Angel, you should just, like, give it up tonight. You cannot win. And that's really unusual for you. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. Alright, so time check. 7:40. This is probably about the time for me to stop the stream. Because we're getting into colouring actually ahead of schedule. We actually finished our ink a day ahead of schedule. And now I'm actually colouring ahead of schedule. So we're like a day and a half ahead of schedule right here. So let's just time out for a moment. Those aqueducts though, right? Wow. So let's stop here. Let's talk about what's going to come next. Saturday. I am streaming for 4 hours on Saturday. Probably starting around 10 or 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. What is that? Noon? No, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then I'm going to stream into the afternoon, okay? And we're just colouring. We are basically going to have fun like this. But I'm going to do the tree shadows. We're going to do the tree highlights. We're going to actually do the rocks. And we're going to do roads. And we're just going to go nuts. And we are going to breathe life into Gaxmoor. It is going to be... it's going to be fantastic. So that's what we're doing on Saturday. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm doing my whiskey and paint tomorrow. I'm painting. I've got the little Gygax diorama that I've been doing. If you've not seen it, check me out on Facebook. I'm adding Cheez-It box, Mountain Dew bottle, dice bags, dice, Pepsi cans to the table. Yeah. A monster manual, a scenario, and a player's handbook. It's gonna rock. I'm really this close on that. So back on Saturday, okay? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more to say. Gaxmoor is looking great. I think our aqueducts are looking fantastic. Bodhi Gazilla, thank you for pushing me to do that little inch noodles. Because that's the type of stuff that makes it even better. Here we are. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Valor posted something. We're gonna take a look at this before we finish. We're gonna end on a Mr. Valor one. Ooh, Mr. Valor. Nice. Love it, Mr. Valor. Love these roofs, my friend. I'm gonna actually zoom in a little bit. Look at this, Mr. Valor. Lovely. Oh, I want to put my miniatures on it, Mr. Valor. Love that. Really nice. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, rocking, my friend. Map Vember. Day 18. Ali. You're killing it, man. You're doing great. Doing really good. I love the streetlights too. And you could just print that. You could just print that and throw your miniatures on it straight away, couldn't you? That's fantastic. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, Gentleman's Thoughts shared one. I found assets and colours. Okay, let's check it. Oh, that's nice, gentlemen. Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the colours. And I love that hint you've got those navigation lines going on in there. I love the colours, my friend. Oh, you got an eye in there. Got a little face. You got a face in there. You got a guy on the other side too. Holy shit. Oh, that's artistic. That's nice. I love it. I love those colours. I love your approach. A huge amount. That's fantastic. Some part of the map is in French because it's for my campaign. That's good. You need to stay in the stream. You need to come back in the future and you need to keep sharing your work with us because that's really nice. You see, this, gentlemen, is what we do. We literally all hang out, we share work with each other. I'm drawing maps in the background, and then Mr. Valor will come in, or Tom Cartus will come in, or Miss J will come in, or Demille will come in, or, there's so many names. And they just go, this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm working on. And we share it, and we experience it together. I love it. I love it. I love those colours. I really do. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Alright, so this is where we'll end it for tonight. This is a good point. We actually got a lot further than I expected to be. It's only going to get better from here. It really is. It's just going to go through the roof. Back Saturday, alright? Around 1 o'clock Eastern or 2 o'clock Eastern, right about there. I'm going to get up, drink some coffee, go out, get breakfast, come back, fire up the computer, and we're going to map for 4 or 5 hours. We are just going to colour on Saturday. Colouring Saturday, apparently. That's what we're doing. So until then, everyone have a freaking fantastic Friday Eve and Friday. You're going to see me posting on Facebook and Instagram on my little Gygax diorama. And then we're going to come here, I'm going to drink mimosas, I'm going to drink coffee, and we are going to colour. Alright? Deal? Alright. Everyone have an awesome one. I love hanging out with you, and I really mean that. You make it for me. I have so much fun. It's not even there's a map. Yeah, it's hanging out with you. All right. Till then, you'll see me online. I'll see you on Saturday though for sure. Right? Everyone, have an awesome one.